Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline and I feel like doing some relaxing no-brainer, like switch everything off. I should probably close that window because of the banging. Yeah, I'm gonna close that window because that's not very relaxing. That's a little bit better. But yeah, I just feel like doing some relaxing, like switch off plant chores, and this is actually going to turn into a relaxing Hoya care morning because I've realized that I've let my propagations get out of hand, so we're going to take care of them today. Okay, so I've already done a little bit, so I'm going to show you what I've done because my mic needed to be charged. I didn't realize it had no life in it. But yeah, I have potted up some. So I had this tray here. Well, not all the cubes were filled, so it wasn't a lot, but I had this tray in my IKEA greenhouse cabinets. It used to have a dome on it, but the foliage was getting so out of control that it had to be, yeah, I had to take the dome off. So I've already taken care of some of those cuttings that were in there and I've put them in this tray here. So I'm going to show you them first. But these are just cuttings that I'm getting ready to, well, yeah, I'm going to let them root now for a couple of weeks. But these are ones that I will either trade, gift, or sell, whatever. I have a little baby. So this is a little baby Hoya variegated. The only cutting that survived out of the whole bunch that I tried to save. See, I've got one in there, but there's some new little roots, new little leaves on there. Roots, I don't know, with Hoya roots, I did specifically save one to show you because I'm absolutely amazed by that one. But the roots on these weren't absolutely amazing. The undulata, I think if you know about the undulata, you know that this one just roots like crazy, does amazing. Yeah, this one was just in a stratum cup. This is just like one cutting. And it is so, it's got like a tendril there already. It is so full. And this is the other one. I've just potted them up in like a DIY mix because actually I was potting most of my plants that I trade, sell or gift or whatever. Go on your bed. Sorry, I just needed to let Lexi inside. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I was potting them most in like my mixes that I buy, my ready-made mixes, which is obviously not very profitable because they are expensive. I actually started asking people that I sell, trade, whatever, and they usually repot straight away as soon as they get it because you want to put it in like a soil that you're familiar with, which I completely get. So it was kind of a waste. So yeah, I've just made my little like DIY mix. This one was actually left over from like a philodendron or monstera mix, and I just added some more bark to it and some more activated charcoal. Yeah, I just do it in that. They repotted anyway. It's, it's better than me using them like the ready-made mixes. It also holds a little bit more moisture, so I don't have to water as frequently. I go up into my propagation room pretty much twice a day for the lights. I don't know, with the Hoyas, I feel like I don't look at them as often. So I need a mix that it's a little bit more water attentive so that, it stays fine. Oh, this is very wobbly. I don't know if that's going to make it because some of these, so this is the sigilatis, but it's a different version than the one I've got. I've got the more thicker leaf, like rounder, longer leaves. This one is thinner, longer. It also looks like a little bit more, it's got more of like the splashiness on it, but that's that one. There's 2 cuttings in each pot, but this cutting here, I don't know, the stem of it rotted away, but it was making roots at like the base of the nodes. It did have quite a lot of roots, but the leaves do feel a little bit thin and it's very wobbly in there because obviously it's got no stem, it's got like no anchor. So I hope that's going to make it. I think this one will be fine. This one had nice roots. That's the other one that I did. Again, also 2 cuttings. This one's already got like a tendril here with some insane aerial roots. So yeah, I already just took care of those. It's just basically the same process. But I actually don't have the other sigilatis. This was just a cutting that was off my mom's plant that fell off, I think, in transport when I went to the Netherlands. And these are 4 cuttings that have quite active like tendrils on them. They've actually got crazy aerial roots. But yeah, there's 4 cuttings in here. Again, this doesn't seem to be a Hoya that roots very well, but I put this one in the Hoya mix from Subotanica. I have to say, if you watched my last plant walkthrough, I showed you then the roots. Subotanica knows what they're doing. I was really worried about those Hoyas because it's quite a dense mix, but I'm not kidding that I've not had to water those plants. They just hold on to moisture so well. It makes it so much easier with watering. It's just, yeah, there's something about it. It's magic. It's rooting like crazy. So I figured this one seems to be a little bit more of a finicky one because it's not rooted that well. And I have lost quite a couple of cuttings. So I'm going to put it in, I feel like a mix that it might be happier in. It might. And that's as far as I got. And now my mic is charged. So the rest we can do together. But this is one that I put to the side. This was in the same tray that I wanted to show you guys. I've already brought like the whole setup over. The pot and everything that I'm going to put it in. The trellis. But I wanted to show you guys the roots of this. So I did lose the quinquenervia cutting that I rescued. I'll put it so you guys stay there. Yeah, there are 1, 2, 4. There's 4. Check out the roots on these. I think this is going to be quite an easy Hoya. But that is the root system of the one cutting. This is just one leaf. That's the root system of that one. This one has made a tendril. I can see there's already a new leaf that's going to pop out there. That is the root system of the other one. I have cleaned them off a little bit. There's still some stratum on there, but it's fine. And that's the other one. Like, how amazing is that? This one as well has already got a tendril. Yeah, I think this is going to be quite an easy Hoya to... I was actually going to put it in this part, but then I thought, no, there's like 4 cuttings. They've got very chunky roots as well, like very chunky. Oh, there's Lexi here and there. Yeah, they're very chunky. And I don't know. I'm just going to go with the size pot. This is only, I mean, it's not that big. This is 9 centimeters. But all of the other Hoyas that I have that also have the similar type of like chunkier, it's not that big of a difference, but the roots are just like a little bit thicker and like juicier. I don't know. But yeah, I want to put it in like this. And I am going to use the Soil Ninja. I've got like a little bin down here with the Soil Ninja Anthurium and Orchid mix, which is the one that they recommend. This is a little bit crooked. Why are you crooked? Is that crooked? It is, isn't it? There you go. There you go. Fixed it. It's just this thing. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know. But yeah, like I said, I find that the Hoyas with those chunkier roots do very well in this mix from Soil Ninja. So I just want to keep it to that. It's definitely a lot chunkier compared to, I need more, compared to the one from Subotanica. But I feel like the one from Subotanica is quite a good one for like the more finicky ones. I'm actually thinking about putting the New Guinea Ghost is doing well, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just like the algorithm, but I've been seeing a lot of things pop up from the Hoya New Guinea Ghost that it can be a little bit of a finicky one, which makes me very nervous. Dude, let's put you on the other side. The leaf is it's got very thick leaves. Oh no, maybe I should take that leaf off. There is like a point there. I got distracted then. Yeah, that is just a little bit more of a finicky one. So it does, there's a tendril active there. That's going to do something. Ooh, see there? So it does make me a little bit nervous. So I'm thinking I should put that one in the Hoya. It's just like watering. You have to be on top of watering with the New Guinea. And I don't know, with most of my Hoyas, it's not that I don't water them. I don't water them frequently. I'm going to be honest in that. But I just don't, I know that most of the Hoyas that I keep don't need to be watered like that frequently. Okay. I don't know, where you got another tendril. Wait, let's put you on the other side. There, yeah. Dude, stay. The leaves are too like heavy. They're very thick. Okay. You can go there. You've got new leaves, so please be careful. There you go, there you go. No, wait, that's the wrong way. Oh, it's fine. I'm just going to use it for now. It's just to get it situated. But yeah, the New Guinea ghost, I mean, yeah, that's my second one. The first one died on me. I think I overwatered it, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe there was already something going on. I don't know. It's just, it does make me nervous. I am watching that plant like a hawk though, but it's also very close to the grow light in my cabinet. It's just such a beautiful one. Come on. The leaves are so heavy on this Hoya that it's just popping out. Will you stay? But let me know in the comments what Hoyas are doing great for you at the moment. Maybe I should do like a Hoya update, but I feel like I talked about Hoyas quite a lot in my collection walkthrough, which was not that long ago. The Hoyas that for me, oh, no. Use bark. Yeah, I feel like it's constantly the same ones, like the caudata, the latifolia. I actually really want a latifolia splash. It's just like those big, beautiful leaves. I don't know, but I need to be careful because I still don't have a cabinet here. And this, what I'm doing as well, I'm going to have to find space for this one. Because it's also got a trellis, which means it's got to go on the south-facing window. I might need to... Oh, my legs are going to sleep. I might need to... Tingling. Move some succulents. Oh, this table is like the perfect height to do this type of thing. I might need to move some succulents upstairs into the propagation room, like on the south-facing window up there for now, just so that I can put my Hoyas. I could put the Hoyas up there, but I'm not doing that. I really don't like that the Cuticea is up there. But that plant is big. But yeah, I need to get that cupboard. Need to order it. Actually, no, I haven't even made a decision on what cupboard it's going to be. I keep on saying it's always going to be the same one as we've got in the alocasia corner. And it will have the same frame and everything, but it's the doors that I can't make a decision on. It's the only thing, I mean, I love the IKEA. Love it. But they've just got so many damn options. It's like you don't know what to go for. Okay, I do have to... Did I just break that tendril off? Wait, no, that tendril over there. Oh, weird, I'm so confused. Make sure the growth point is still visible. You fine? You good? You wobbly? Yeah, but does anyone else have that with the IKEA? They've just got so many options and you can... It's the one from the Besta line. Yeah, they just have so many options and they're all so nice. Some of them are like a little bit more expensive than the other ones, but I never know what to do. We were actually just going to do another one of these like calyx ones, but then it's like too much of the same and the baskets are kind of getting ruined by the kids. And we also want to use that cabinet for like, you know, like file work and things that are not toys. So, I don't know, I think a cupboard with doors is just a lot nicer. I know you can also get doors for the calyx. You wobbly. Oh. Okay, I think I'm good. Am I good? Are all the growth points visible? That one's good, that one's good. I need another piece of bark. Position this one. No, that's too big. I think this one's gonna like this mix. There we go. That's better. Okay, there's a tiny tendril there, which I can position there. You go there. Okay, that's gonna be the front side, but at the back there's also leaves. It doesn't matter. But yay, that's that one. I'll put it in this pot. Oh, it's got like a lip at the bottom, so I have to like, there we go. I think it's gonna do well. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Don't know where I'm going to put it, but I think it's good there. Let's maybe do the rest of the, like, maybe we should do like the water propagations next. I've already brought over, this is linearus. Look at that. There's so many like long, honestly, this plant grows like a weed, I can definitely understand what people say about the linearus, 100%. But I also have another vessel here. Oh, no. I just messed water everywhere. Oh, no. Okay, let's maybe do that one first. Oh, let me just clean up that water. Lexi, you can't go outside now. You're just going to irritate Mitch's dad. He's wicking in the garden. And you don't know what peace is when you're constantly giving your dummy. Dummy meaning ball. She just constantly wants to play with ball. And it's also quite warm in the sun already, and it's morning. But yeah, Mitch's dad is building. He built at home this like house out of pallets, and he's got to move and he can't bring it with, so he's giving it to us and he's installing it. I think the kids are going to love that, but it's also going to be nice for storage. And it's covering a very ugly wall at the moment. So even better. The leaves do not look great on this. So this, yeah, that's what the leaves look like. That's the roots. Looking good. So this is all I've got left of the undulata. I think this is the undulata army or something like that. I don't know what the difference is compared to the regular one. But yeah, this is all that's left. It is rooting very nicely. Oh dear. Very nicely. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this pot. I'm not going to go all the way to the top. I am going to use this one just because it's all I've got left. And I feel like, I don't know, the more fit, I don't know what it is. But I'm just amazed at that root growth from the plants that I've put in this mix. I'm just absolutely amazed with it. So I am going to put it in here. And it's also actually nice because I don't have to water as frequently. But yeah, I'm going to put it in a little bit deeper. Maybe like that. And then I can just pop it out and like keep on repotting it. It's just because I don't want to like overwhelm it with a big pot. And these towel pots are deeper than you'd think. I'm just going to hold it there. But yeah, I just had this rooting in water in this little tube in my cabinet. And I think it definitely chopped it like at the right time. Obviously, you know, beginning growing season was a couple of weeks ago. So make sure. Yeah, I can use like the edges to support the plant so that it doesn't wobble. But actually this mix, because it's a little bit more denser, it like, I don't know, because with Soil Ninja, because of the amount of like bark in there, there's quite big pockets, which can make it like a little bit more wobbly. Just sprinkling. However, I'm covering the growth point now. Let's not do that. Let's just do that. Just want to make sure, because yeah, this plant did rot in sphagnum moss. Well, most of it did. So I'm being very, very careful that not like too much of the leaves are touching. It's quite stable in there. Yeah, it is. I'm just going to do that. And keep your fingers crossed for me. But yeah, those two will go in my cabinet because I've got more room in my cabinet now, because that's not a good idea putting it on the edge. I'll put them under the table. Knowing me, oh, this is such a pretty one. I think this one would also stand stressed very pretty. Lexi, you can't go outside now, my girl. And you were just outside. I saw you do a wee, so you don't need to do a wee. You just want to go and irritate people. And then we have this one, also water propagation. And I was going to say that I was going to wait until these have like opened and they've finished flowering, but I don't have, I'm not going to like, I know that maybe by this time next week, but I'm not going to have time then to do it. Okay, this is literally flowering. It's growing. It's got the tiniest little root there. How is it doing that? I suppose if I pot it up, it will do the same thing. That's very weird. Am I weird? So there's all of these roots. There are more cuttings in here. Okay. Are they all Hoya Bella? I think so. Stick you back in there. I need to add more water in there. I don't think. I chopped up my pot of gold. Oh, wait a minute. Huh? Why is it like... That one's rooting. I also put another cutting from the Gunungading in here, which is also rooting, but I need to fill up the water a little bit more. And then I also, oh, that's also rooting. That's exciting. The Endoensis. But yeah, I know this water looks disgusting. Oh, there's another piece of the Endoensis here, which is also rooting. Okay, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. But yeah, I need to fill it up with water because these roots were sucking them all up. But yeah, I know it looks disgusting, but there's rooting hormone in here. So I don't want to refresh that. As for this cutting, this has not done anything, but I can see nodes on there. So I could still do something. I'm just going to stick it in there. It keeps on falling out because the leaf is so big. But yeah, this. So this are all of the Hoya Bella cuttings. And I've got 1, 2. These bloom. Here's one. And yeah, on the other one that I showed you. But let's see what each cutting is doing. See, again, these roots are not like absolutely amazing. There's one. Gotta be careful because I feel like they're all intertwined here. Okay, that's got a nice root. Here's another one. That one doesn't have a peduncle. My battery's gonna die. Oh, this one's definitely got the best roots. Oh, this one's got 2 blooms on it. So it's branched out. This always happens. My camera always dies when I'm like showing you things. Yeah, that is the root system of just the one. And this one's got 2 blooms. And it's also branched out. Here's another one that's also actively growing there. Also some nice roots. And then there's another 2. That is rotten. But there are roots up there. But yeah, this part has died off. I need my pruning shears. So yeah, this part here has rotted off, but it has made some roots there at the bottom. So I'm just gonna let that callus over. And then I can pot that up in there as well. But yeah, I wanna get them potted up. It's not, it's guzzling up water. I'm having to top up that jar so frequently, and that's going to like slow down the other cuttings as well because I'm not up with the watering. Now I feel like if I fill it up, it's going to stay filled up a lot longer. But this one definitely seems to be a thirsty one. The roots are very nice and like juicy. So I don't know what I should do, which mix I should go for. I don't really think this one is really going to throw a fuss, if I'm being honest. I also want to get that one hanging. I don't want to put it on a trellis. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the Hoya Bella just really hangs nicely. But I love the blooms on it. It's very, very pretty. Mom's one as well. Oh my word, hers is full of peduncles. I mean, yeah, it was quite a mature plant. I got it from my work. It was actually on a trellis and she took it off the trellis. And I asked if I could take some cuttings, and those are those cuttings. But yeah, I tried to pick cuttings that didn't have peduncles on them because I wanted to make sure, that she had all of the peduncles, but she's got so many, and those peduncles formed while it was, I think there was one that had a peduncle, I think. Or was it not? I made sure that I didn't, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, she's got a lot. I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards this. But at the same time, I know Hoya Bell is I know that my mom has hers in the other one. It's got very chunky. I think I'm just going to do the Soil Ninja one. I thought I brought everything over, but I obviously didn't. I didn't bring over enough pots. Okay, let's think about this. I need a pot for my mom. Yeah, I need to go and get some pots. Okay, I think I'm going to put the Hoya Bella already in like this size because it seems to be one that roots. I don't know, also because I want to be able to put it like a little bit deeper. And I feel like some pots are just not, it's just, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do the Soil Ninja mix. I didn't realize there was still soil in there. Oh, I've just made a mess everywhere. It's fine. Plant care is never. But yeah, it's all on my carpet. Oh wait, I didn't think this through. Take some out. So, yeah, I should ideally wait for those blooms to finish blooming, but I don't have the patience for that. And I know if I don't do it now, I won't. Okay. This one doesn't have any roots, and it's got a flower on it. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, it will root up. It'll be fine. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Did you just bend? What happened? I think it's fine. It's slightly bent. Just stick it in there. See how it does. I'm already going to have quite a full pot. Stay. But yeah. I thought that I wouldn't really like I thought that the blooms, I forgot that they had that like the pink in the middle. Because that's why I actually didn't get one myself. But then I looked it up and I was like, ooh. But then I also didn't have the room for another big plant like that. That's why I just asked if I could take some cuttings. Because I don't. She took hers off the trellis. And it's like quite a big plant. I mean, it's pretty and all, but, I think this is bent here. Doesn't have a lot of roots, so I'm not surprised. It's weak, but I don't understand why. It could be a death bloom. It's kicking out the last of its life with a bloom. Oh dear, I've got some chunky pieces in here. Yeah, just lean you on the edge like that. Please be okay. Please be okay. This one, oh yeah, that's the big one. Okay. That already looks quite good. Oh, there's another one here. Wait. I'm gonna stick you in here. Let me stick you. You do have roots. Okay, I'm gonna take that leaf off just so I can stick it deeper. There we go. That should be okay. I've propagated Hoya in soil before and they're fine. I've just found that water and stratum. Oh wait, no, have I done no, I haven't done perlite with them. But I found that water and stratum, well, those are actually the only ones that I've really practiced a lot of. I've done sphagnum moss. I have done perlite. Yes, I have done perlite. That's right. I did a video on it. Oh my word. Yeah, no, honestly, I don't really see a difference. I think if I were to have, let's say, sphagnum moss in that cabinet and I put all the cuttings in sphagnum moss in that cabinet, I think it would have been the exact same result, if I'm being honest. Soil as well. Hoyas are so easy to propagate. They really are. I remember when I used to, I don't know, remember when I like wasn't really into Hoyas and I didn't get the hype until I got some. I know that my first ever Hoya was my Hoya carnosa. And I saw a really big, like mature one at a garden center. The person wasn't able to give me a ton of information on it. So I kind of just had to, I think I've talked about this before, but yeah, I just had to kind of figure it out for myself. And I gave it incredibly low lights, like incredibly. But look at it now. However, it is a mealy magnet. I've had mealies on that plant a couple of times. It's a bugger. It's kind of annoying. I'm really happy I took, when I took the cuttings, I took a lot of the leaves off the bottom and then I propped them in water so that it's rooting from a lot of, the points of the stem. But now I'm able to put it in a pot like this. Oh, that really looks really nice. And just, they're stable. It's all stable. It's not wobbling there. I mean, yeah, I'm using some of the bark. Wait, there's a leaf underneath the soil. That's fine. That's probably going to die off anyway. It's a little bit damaged anyway, but yeah. Yeah, the leaves honestly don't look the best, but I have to say in the garden center also didn't. It was so full on this trellis, so full that this plant, it was struggling. You can see on some of the leaves as well. They were like a little bit deformed. It was struggling. I'm actually thinking because those same Hoyas are still standing there. And they've been standing there for almost 2 months now. I'm thinking of just taking them off the trellis because I think it will sell better as like a hanging plant. That's so much prettier because it looks awful on the trellis. It really does. The trellis is wobbling. The plant keeps on falling over. So yeah. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at it. Another one I need to find a spot for. Oh my word. Jacqueline, stop buying plants. No, you know what? Stop propagating. That's what I need to stop doing. I've got 2 plants here now already that I actually don't have room for. Hoya Bella looks so good. I'm really happy I did that. Yeah, again, I wouldn't have, I'm going to move that. I'm going to knock that over again. I wouldn't have done that any other time. I just wouldn't have. So next up is this. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Honestly, you can't actually, one of them is rooting really. It's not amazing roots, honestly, but they're definitely rooted very nicely in there. I don't know, I feel like the linearus puts more effort into the foliage than the roots. That's what I've noticed with my one. But again, let's start pulling them out. I think there will be some that I probably won't have to. Yeah, they don't have the best root system, but again, I'm first going to take some out, take the longer ones out. They're random, they're everywhere, for my mom. Because she wants one. Oh, yeah, this one had the longest one. This one was the one that was sticking out the bottom. That's that one. Look how long. And most of these cuttings had, I think, a maximum of 4 leaves. But most of them, I think, had 2. No, I think most of them had 4, actually. God, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm just taking out the longer ones, the ones that are doing really well. For my mum. That's that one. Yeah, honestly, I thought they would have more amazing root systems. But again, it just seems to focus more on... Ooh, that one's nice. Nice. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, I feel like I've got a lot of cutting. You need a lot of cuttings to get a full effect of this plant. You know what I mean? I just pulled another one out as well. There's another one. It's the roots. My foot's going to sleep. I just pulled another one out. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Jeez, this is amazing. Okay, let's see what we've got. Foot. Ah, I was leaning on a nerve. Let's just put them all together and see, because I do want to be able to, like, I don't want it to look like a propagation. I want it to look like a plant already that I'm giving to her. So if I put that in a pot, like that, need some more, don't we? Need some more. Let's pick some more out. This one's got a nice one here. Oh yeah, ooh. Check out that. There's another one. Where's it? I need the longest one. Yeah. Where are you from? Oh, you all the way from there. Jeez. I just pulled another one off. Okay, there's two. There's two. That one's quite small. That's okay. Maybe let's start with that. Oh, now I've got pins and needles. Yeah, I'm just going to do this, the same mix that she also uses for her Hoyas, because she's obviously familiar with it, so she knows it. And I think I'm going to put it in a pot like this. It needs to have some, like, I don't know, I think a small pot is not really going to work. It needs to have some type of volume in it to be able to sustain it. Jesus. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some leaves at the base that will probably die off, because I need to... Ha! There's a lot going on here. Okay. You go there. Oh, this plant is so fuzzy. I love it. This is a Hoya that took me by surprise this year. When was it that I got this one? I think it was January. Or was it? Was it this year? I don't even remember.
A few moments later.
Feels like it was last year. Doesn't matter. I don't know where to... This foliage is very confusing to me. Just because it's like everywhere. It's not like what I'm used to with Hoyas, but it's definitely like the roots are definitely very recognizable. But yeah, there's definitely going to be some foliage that is going to... What are you doing? Is going to just be under the soil. Is that okay?
2 hours later.
Where are you? You stuck. Get out of there. Okay, there. I'm trying to like get it all to the side so that it's not... Make sure there's enough contact. We need some more. Let's do another long one. That one's long. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, this stratum is quite dry. It's definitely a thirsty Hoya. There you go. You go there. I'm going to be using all my cuttings for this thing. Oh no! Wait, was it from another one? Okay, let's just take those leaves off. There we go, I can stick you quite deep. Maybe I should do that with all of them, is just take the leaves off. I didn't do that with mine though, when I repotted it. I think it'll be fine. It's just a case of playing Tetris here, I think we're good there. There's kind of a little bit going on everywhere. I also don't want to go overboard. Scoop. Yeah, I've been putting this job off for so long. And every single time my mom comes over, I know she's eyeing up that cabinet. Well, then again, actually the last couple of times you couldn't see the cabinet because the oxalis was covering it. But now... Oh no! the bark pieces are so big, yeah. Okay, can't shake with this one. Can't shake. Yeah, the oxalis has been covering the acabar lately, so I've also not really been enjoying it. You know what I mean? These pieces are too big. So, oh crap. This is gonna be finny work. It's gonna be finicky work. Yeah, you know, I want to enjoy that cabinet, but I also want to use that cabinet now for corms, my alocasia corms. I feel like I switch between the two. First it was a water propagation cabinet. Then I made it into an alocasia propagation cabinet. Then I made it into now the Hoya, and now I'm going back to alocasia. I feel like it's gonna like switch between those two. Okay, I'm just gonna have to like move them around like that just to make sure I can get everything covered. But yeah, my corms are taking a while to like kick into action. And I don't know what it is about that grow light in there. I actually wanted to buy another one, but the one I just ordered it on Amazon. But that was like, it was a while ago. That was definitely over a year ago. And I wanted to order another one because I actually want to get a second acabar and put it in my alocasia corner to put my alocasia propagations in there so that I can have one for Hoyas and one for alocasia, because I'm constantly propagating those two and I love propagating those two. I do. So yeah, I want to get another one, but those lats that I got, they're not available anymore. Well, it just says out of stock. But I've been checking quite frequently and it's not coming back into stock. So I think I'm just gonna like look up the details and try and find something that's similar. I know if I use the mother ones, the 61, if I use that on my acabar, I think I would get like the same result. It's just like also the hat from the propagations to like the grow lights, that also does make a big difference, because all of the plants that I have closer to the mother grow lights, they are also growing at like the same rate as that one. Some of them actually even better, because I did try the endoensis in there, but didn't really do much. And then I put it up against the mother grow light. It's just, yeah, also that one it does flicker, that one. So yeah, I mean, you do pay, you pay, it's cheap. So it does have it falls off a lot. Like I constantly having to stick it back on there because it's just with like a strip at the top, constantly falls off. It's very irritating. And it does flicker every now and then. So yeah, again, it was cheap. So I don't expect the world from it, but they're still doing great. Oh, you juicy root. Come on, go underneath the soil. I want to make sure I do this properly because I don't want to give a plant that's going to be doomed to fail by my mom. Then again, I don't think this one will. Such an easy one. So easy. Oh, that's a big leaf. You need to come out of the pot. There we go. It's a good workout for my shoulders. I'm going to go back like this. Oh yeah, that's better. But yeah, I obviously want to give my mom a plant that is going to thrive. So I want to set it up. Make sure it doesn't, go downhill. But I also find this very therapeutic. It's always okay that I have to spend a little bit longer. But yeah, obviously if this was like a plant that I was going to trade or sell, I don't think I would spend that much time on it. You got a nice root there. Come on, you go under the soil. Yeah, I think I said that this Hoya really took me by surprise at how much I loved it. One of you guys told me that you need to get the linearus. And then I rescued this one. That's right. That's right. No wonder I love it so much. It's also a rescue. Yeah, it was looking a little bit beat up in the garden center. But it had peduncles. It was full of peduncles in the garden center. And this plant was so dry, and I could see it was like the last one there. Some of the leaves, I mean, yeah, this is all new growth, so I don't need to be looking at that. But some of the leaves like closer to the top of my linearus, if you look up close, it is hard to tell with the linearus, which is nice. But you can see some of them have got, they're a little bit beat up. They've got some markings, and yeah, I didn't also ask for like a discount or anything, just because I figured I was getting a plant that was about to bloom. It was already like big. I was like, I think I paid 16 euros or 17 euros. I'm not going to ask. Like, I am technically rescuing, but I'm not going to ask. It's fine, Where are you from? Okay, I'm going to try and position everything. You there. You there. You there. You there. You there. Why is there nothing there? What have I done? Have I moved everything too much? It's fine. There's only really going to be one side that you're going to see properly, but I can see there's quite a big pocket there. Use a piece of bark. Push it down a little bit. And then stick another piece of bark in the hole. I'll give this one like a good shower, because obviously a lot of the leaves have got soil on them now. Yeah, there's a lot of pockets in here, but yeah, that's because of the bark, but it seems to... There we go. There we go. So yeah, by the time that my mom sees this, she's already probably going to have this plant. Yeah, she'll have it tomorrow, actually. But yeah, that is the linearus for my mom. And then we have all of these. I'm just going to pull them all out. Oh, that one's got... Oh, I should have put that one in there. Oh, it's got nice roots. Yeah, I'm just going to pull them all out. See how many I've got? Oh dear. Part of that stem has broken off. Actually, I'm going to reuse that. Yeah, some pieces of the stems have fallen off, but they are all actively growing. So, the stratum is very, very dry. But I do have to say it is easy to pull them out and to get the stratum off as well. There's another one. Yeah, honestly, I thought they would have better roots. I mean, some of them do. But again, it's not... I suppose it's got small growth, so it does make sense, sort of. Here's another one. And another one. Oh, that new growth is so pretty. Like, isn't that just so pretty? There we go. That's branched out. Oh yeah, that's where I took the cuts. So this one had quite a lot. Oh, this is another nice long one. Okay, so how many do we have here? 1, 2, 10, 11. 11. Oh my word, 11. How many should I do per pot? I think I'm definitely going to go for these pots. Because yeah, these will just be ones that I trade, sell, or gift. Stick that back in there. And my camera is going to overheat. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my camera cool down. I'm going to pot these all out because it's the same process, like over and over again. Maybe make myself a coffee. Yeah, maybe I'm going to do that. And I will show you the end result of what they look like. Might need to get smaller pots because those root systems are minuscule. But then at the same time, I will hardly have to water it. I don't know, I like this pot. Like, this is an easy pot to pack up if they choose, to ship. It's just easy, and I have so many of these that I'm definitely not going to go out and like buy pots. I reuse everything. The amount of pots that we have in the garden, it's scary. It's very scary. Yes. So I will see you in a second for you guys when I've potted all of these up. Okay, we are back. I've actually done quite a lot, but I figured a lot of it is like the same repetitive thing. So it might be like a little bit boring to watch. But I did the linearus. I will show you where I'm going to put them all at the end. They're all going to be going into a IKEA the Rutster upstairs. I've got more propagations up there and they seem to be quite happy in that cabinet. So that's where I'm going to put all of these. But I'll show you that at the end. But I'll give you a look-see now. Yeah, I had some Flamingo Dream cuttings. I've just put, the leaves are quite big on the Flamingo Dream. So I've just put like one in a pot. Such a pretty Hoya. I mean, they all are. And then over here, this one had such a long tendril. This is the undulata, some more with, yeah, a really long tendril. I have this one, which has absolutely huge leaves. There's that one. And then a little baby one. I actually wanted to pot that up with one of the other ones, but the undulata definitely roots very, very nicely. So yeah, I feel like I'm good. Like I'm set to do some trading and do some selling. So I figured for the last tray, I have this one left over, and this one is quite exciting because there are some plants in here that I'm also going to be giving to my mom. So I figured let's take those out first. I'm just going to do it here because I have a lot of room. I've already brought over the pot for one of them. For the caudata, I'm already going to do the setup. My mom has pretty much the same stuff as mine, like the clear pots and the trellises. She can just, you know, give me the ones that she's got or whatever. I've got a lot anyway. Then she doesn't have to, you know, do repotting or anything like that. I want to be able to give her the plant, and all she has to do is put it in a decorative pot, and that's it. Okay, so we have the caudata. Oh, I let the stratum dry out way too much. Just take off some of the stratum. Oh, very nice roots. Okay, oh. So, here's one. I propagated it with that leaf. It's making a new one here. And it has quite a decent sized tendril. So we're going to put that one in there. And then we have another one, which has a beautiful leaf. Just have to be careful because I find that the caudata, the tendrils, they snap very, very easily. I'm trying to be careful. I'll put that on here because I will knock that over, knowing me. So yeah, I propagated it with this leaf and it's given that leaf, which is so pretty. And this one's got a really long tendril. So we're going to pot this one up. I'm going to do the Soul Ninja one because mine seems to love that one. What did I do with the scoop? I'm already going to, wait, if it's facing that way, anti-clockwise. It's got quite a long tendril. Here we go. Don't even have to use a clip. Oh, this little baby leaf is so cute. It's quite a big pot, isn't it? I wish I had more. I don't, I only took 2 cuttings. I think it's just gonna have to be this. Because I don't have a smaller pot. Come on. Oh. Its tendril, it was, both of the tendrils were intertwined, so it's all bent out of shape. I did have a clip. What do I do with it? Here. You go there. Here we go. Oh, the only thing is these trellises are thinner than the ones that I had, so the clips are a little bit wobbly, but it's fine. It's staying on there. Yeah, that is kind of, that pot is a little bit big. But I do have to say it's got a nice root system, and that does mean that she won't have to water as frequently. Thing is, the trellis is not going to fit. Unless, what I could do is I could use sticks. So I could get a smaller pot and just put 2 stakes. so that these can, you know, do their thing. Because I feel like that size pot might be a little bit overpowering for the roots. I don't know, I've just noticed that. I don't know. Then again, I did that with mine. What do I do? Or maybe not plant so deep. I could do that. Maybe just do it up against there, which means I'm going to have to pull this down a little bit. Pull this down. Come on. Here we go. Just do that. I think I'll do that. Just because otherwise, it's just going to be a drama. It's just going to be a drama. And then she has to take it off the... No. This way, she can just fill it up. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, see, if I just do that, then it's not as much... I mean, it's still a big pot, but it's not as much soil. So the roots are going to have a better time. Well, it's just not going to be, you know, like overpowering and be too much. I don't want it to stop putting out growth, you know, and work on the roots. I want it to kind of do both. So I'll do that. Oh, there's a big gap there at the bottom. Here, stick. I don't have a stick. I don't feel like getting up. There we go. That's going to be better. So yeah, I'm not actually utilizing the whole pot. I've just done it up until, you know, which is fine. It's just because of the trellis. And it's such a pretty Hoya. It's so pretty. So yeah, right now it doesn't look the best, but it's tendriling. And the fact that I've given it a trellis now means it's already making new leaf there. There's a new leaf here. It's going to be fine. So yeah, that is one for my mom. Doesn't look like much, but that new leaf is a stunner. And then we have the polyneura. I'm sitting funny on a nerve again. Okay, I'm just going to pull out the cuttings. Ooh. Oh my word, look at that. And this was just a 2-leaf, oh my word, there's a peduncle. Yeah, this was just a 2-leaf cutting and it's already made 2 new leaves. Sheesh. Juicy. Look at that. Again, also 2 leaves and I've already got 4 new leaves. Jeez. I knew that was going to happen, that I was eventually going to drop. Ooh. She's got very, very satisfying roots, the polyneura. Like, look at that. You can see the cube size. This was, yeah, 2-leaf cutting, and it's branched out in 2 different spots. I do love that about the polyneura. This is sad. Well, it's not sad, actually, because it's rooted. I'm sitting funny again on my... I'm hitting a nerve. Huh. Okay, so this one, that's dead. Look. Part of it is dead. I'm just going to cut that off. That root is dead. But it has... I can see it was starting to make a growth point. There is a root there. It's still viable. I can still do something with that. Maybe I'll stick that in my pot. Make sure I give the best ones to my mom. Definitely that one, because that already looks like one singular plant. Oh yeah, I remember these two. These two were the leaves that had the funny markings on them. Maybe I should take them off, and those two as well. Maybe I should take those off, because they look awful. And there's lots of new growth for this plant anyway. Whew, sappy. That one's fine. I'll leave that one. It's not too bad. But yeah, definitely those two. Oh wait, no, maybe... Jeez. I do want to fill my one out a little bit though. I'll definitely stick that one in there. Okay, let's see, because this one also, I'm not going to need that many cuttings in a pot for her. Because it does, the polyneura like branches out at any random point. As it's done with this one. Yeah, that's from next door. Or a little bit dry though. I think I need a bigger pot. I do think though that I'm going to use the Hoya mix for this. The one from Botanica. Because the polyneura does have thinner leaves. And I do have to water mine more frequently. Actually, maybe I should transfer my one to this mix because I really struggle with watering with that one, and I think that was definitely the main cause of the downfall of my first one. I mean, the spider mites definitely did not help, but yeah, I do struggle with that one with watering. So I think I might just transfer. I know my mom will probably want to uppot this quite quickly, but if I see how long mine took to take to that size pot that it's in now, I think this one definitely appreciates a smaller pot. Is that next door? Is that my gate? I don't know. I can see some of the roots at the bottom. Jeez. I think it's going to be happy in this type of soil though. I mean in this soil mix, not this type of soil. You know, it's all the same components, it's just different ratios. Oh, it's very wrinkly. Yeah, I definitely let it dry out too much. I'm going to give it a good watering after I've potted it up here. But yeah, I can see some of the roots at the bottom, but that's okay. Oh, that's such a cute, stinking little plant. Like, how adorable is that? Yeah, I can at the bottom. See, so I can't really tell with the glare. So that's that one. And then I think I'm going to repot my one. So my one is right here. This one was also featured in my April favorites. Yeah, it's just like one side, but this is all new this year. So it's branched out from the base and made, I don't know why I still got the tag in here. I don't know, I like it when they give tags. I did water this recently though. I suppose it's not too bad. There's a lot of algae in this pot. Okay, I'm just going to give it a squeeze. I think it's quite rooted. Oh yeah, there's roots coming out the bottom. Oh my word, oh my word. Oh, this whole thing is root. I knew I should have done it in front of the camera. But yeah, check out that algae. Oh, the yucky. Need to clean that. Check at this. Check at this. Okay, my feet have come back to life, so it's okay. Check at this. It's fully rooted. I couldn't even see because of the damn algae. Oh my word. 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 I need to put this in a big pot. It's like fully, I can't even, if I squeeze, I can, it's hard to like explain, but literally if I squeeze, I can feel it is rooted. No, I'm going to break. I'm going to break. Don't do it, Jacqueline. I see I've already made a leaf bleed here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need a big pot. Oh my word. I don't think I've ever gone this big for a Hoya. No, I have. For my linearus. That's in a bigger pot. All right. I was not expecting that. I actually have goosebumps. Oh, I'm so happy this plant is happy. I'm so happy you're happy. Maybe I'll put you in a big pot, you'll bloom for me, hey? Wishful thinking. Yeah, that is all root. I'm in, like, I literally have goosebumps. Oh my word. Okay, I need to go and find a pot. Okay, Jacqueline, like, my brain can't handle it. I'm thinking if I've got a bigger pot. I do have a bigger towel pot. Oh, but I really... What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Oh, it's right, yeah. I put it in this pot, and this is my favorite pot at the moment. It's so stinking... It's pretty. It's pretty. Wait. So if I put it in there, also, it's nice with the towel pots because you can't see them. But if I go bigger, because of the way it's designed, that ain't gonna work. But I do have one size bigger than this. Okay, I'm gonna go look for a pot. I'm gonna go look for a bigger pot. Okay, I knew that I bought the bigger size for a reason. I literally gone just one up size in the towel pots because I do like that these pots have a lot of like drainage, like a lot, which I think with Hoyas is just the perfect. And yeah, I bought the one size up as well in this pot because I think it's so pretty, which is just, you know, I knew. I subconsciously knew. And now part of me is thinking I should keep it in that same soil mix from Soil Ninja because it's obviously happy in there. I just couldn't see what was going on because of the algae. And I think it was also because of the algae that I was struggling with water because it looked like it was wet, but it's not because of the algae. How many times am I going to say algae? So I'm thinking I'm going to keep it in the same mix. But then at the same time, this mix from Cibotanica is so low maintenance. Like Hoyas are low maintenance for me anyway. I do have to say, I have this magic window here at the front and it's south facing and it's literally just perfect. Oh, my camera's gonna die. But yeah, it's just perfect for the Hoyas. But I don't know, I'm scared because I've lost this one before. You know what I mean? Need to change my battery. Okay. What do I do? I wish I could like talk to you guys. Maybe I should do like a live repot. Mind you, that would be one long laugh. Okay. I don't know what to do. Like, can you see how rooted it is? I don't know what to do. Maybe I should... There's damn fly in here. How is that possible? Windows closed and the door's closed. Jeez. Okay. What do I do? Jacqueline, what do I do? Oh, bugger. I don't think I'm going to have enough. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave... Obviously, I have to leave it in here. I'm not going to be able to take that apart. But I do want to... I lost a polyneura for the same reason, so I don't know why I'm going back and forth about this. But I'm just going to put it in the one from Cibotanica. I'm going to do it a little bit deeper because there's actually, if you can see there, but there's a really chunky root here coming from this node. It was already like that when I bought it. See, this plant also bleeds very, very easily. I have to be careful here. Okay, and then there was this cutting, which I am going to pop in here, and this one. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to have to make this a little bit looser because it's like the size of the cube and it's... Go away, flower. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so it's all going that way. Let's make you go this way. Stay there. Yeah, I've got chunky pieces in the middle, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But I'm really happy I've decided to do this. Oh, I didn't know I was going to do this today. I honestly thought, I didn't realize there were so many polyneura cuttings in there. I thought I only took 2 cuttings for my mom. Because yeah, right now I'm also... There's going to be 3 in here, but obviously this pot is a lot bigger. But because the polyneura does branch out, it already looks like a cute little, you know, full plant. Oh, I think she's going to love that. I'm just going to have to tell her to be careful with that, with watering. Because this one is a little bit more finicky for it. Oh, you're a little bit too deep. Oh, we really need to invest in some like proper fly screens. Not the DIY ones because they're not working. but like a proper one where actually no spiders or anything can also come in, because Mitch, I think I've talked about this, but the mother grow lights, the adapter of both of Mitch's lights, I honestly don't think it was an issue with the like adapter, or it definitely was an issue with the light. It was something to do with the adapter. But I don't know, maybe something happened, or maybe there was water in there. I don't know, we had guarantees still anyway. But yeah, we got new adapters and we installed them. And while Mitch was installing them, there was a giant, but oh, goosebumps, giant spider living there. And I could tell by Mitch's reaction, because he didn't want to say anything, because he knows if there's a big spider in the house, it has to come out of the house. I have to put it outside, or it just has to go. I can't do that. I can't do that. When I was a kid, I'm actually not as scared of spiders as I used to be, but when I was a kid, our neighbors that we used to live next to, their son had this, I think it was from Halloween or something like that, but it was one of those spiders on like a rope, and he was upstairs in his bedroom, and it was like it's like when you throw it, it like stretches out even, so you can get it really, really far. And from his bedroom window, he was throwing this thing at me, and it was creeping me out. It's giving me goosebumps. What is up with me today? And that has stuck in my head ever since. And that's why I think I've got a thing for like big spiders. And also another thing is when I was a kid and we were in South Africa, I think we were visiting my mom's mom. Well, no, was that when we lived there? I don't remember. Anyway, there was, I've always loved watching Animal Planet and Discovery Channel. That was like always on, even if it was just in the background. And there was a episode on dangerous animals in Australia. I remember I was so small, and I remember that. And I remember my grandma, she was brushing my hair because I remember having an argument with her afterwards about my brush. But anyway, yeah, she was brushing my hair while I was watching this. And these giant spiders, but giant spiders. I know there's the hunter spiders in Australia. No, not for me. But these were big spiders, and they were black, like black spiders, like really creepy. Something you would think, to put in like a movie. Just really, really creepy. I didn't really center this, did I? I need a stick. I really don't feel like getting up. I'm using this. Oh wait, no, I should use the soft part of my pretty shoes. Oh my word, Jacqueline, you're being lazy. I forgot to put this in. But yeah, we were watching that, and I just remember being traumatized by that, because I still remember it to this day. And I think that's where my phobia for spiders came. I definitely don't have it as bad anymore now. Like, small spiders don't really bother me anymore. Those jumping spiders, I think they're cute now, whereas before I would have never. I think it's also, what was it? I think this was in my first year of like really getting into plants. And I remember, I don't know if this is going to make it, because that root is at a very awkward spot. I remember seeing a little spider eating a thrip, and like an adult thrip. And I found it so satisfying. And I think that's what kind of cured. Well, not cured. I wouldn't say it's cured. But it's definitely better than it used to be. But if it's a big spider, I'm sorry, but you got to go out of the house. You got to go. You can't live here. I literally, the whole time, because that happened, when did that happen? I think I was working and I came home from work. Yes, it was, because we were both working a full day. I remember that. Yeah, and we had to wait until we put the kids into bed, because we were home late. And Mitch was installing the adapters again. And because of like the white strip that we have against the wall to like hide to the cable, you have to like clip it open to put the wire through it again to connect the new adapter. And I think it came out of there, but he never found it again. I did see part of it. I didn't see the whole spider, but part of it was big enough. I'll put it that way. Oh, there's a big gap there. Ooh, I can use this. Okay, we'll see how that cutting does. I don't know if it's going to make it, but it's because the root is so close to the stem, and the stem I had to cut a piece off because that part was rotting, that I don't know. This soil does stay moist for quite long, so maybe that will work in its favor. Just making sure. Yeah, it was only the one side that I had quite a big pocket. Oh, this is quite heavy. This one. Oh yeah, this is the one that branched out. So when I bought it, I think it was just this piece here. And it's branched out this one, that one. There's a new one here that looks like it's going to branch out again. Oh, this plant is amazing. I know I've said this before, but I really want the variegated, like the inner or the outer. Which one would I prefer? Inner or outer? I think out. The thing is, I have my latifolia variegata, and that's outer. Maybe inner variegation on this one. If I see one at My Botanica and it's an okay price, I feel like I'm so lucky to have this plant as well, just because I bought this on Facebook Market. I've not seen this plant like available in stores. I can pull this out so easily, come on. I actually need one of those like strawberry clips. I'm just gonna have to be careful. But yeah, I feel very lucky to have this one. And when I got it, it was just so small and cute. No, wait. What am I saying? Okay, the only website that I've seen this plant on is the website that I bought it from, and I think it's called the Orchid Shop or something like that. I also bought it at the variegated one, and it's clearly, well, it does have the tiniest little bit of variegation, but I don't know. So did mine. Mine also had a little bit, maybe mine was as well, I don't know. But my first ever one, I bought that on Facebook Market. You need to go a little bit deeper. Don't you dare pop out. So yeah, I do feel very lucky to have this plant because it's I don't know, it's also one that seems to be quite easy to propagate. So I don't understand why it's not that, I don't know, Hoyas are just not that popular here in Belgium. I feel like if you go like on a secondhand website, I have seen a couple of people grow quite a lot of, but again, they were all Hoyas that they've bought from companies, probably from the Netherlands. I would not be surprised. Well, most growers are from the Netherlands, actually. I mean, most of the bigger ones. Actually, funny enough, I'm going to talk to Mood today. If you follow this person, you'll know who it is, but Captain Aroid, I don't know if anyone knows who that is. He's quite big on Instagram. But he is actually, literally lives half an hour away from me. And he sells the Doc Block anthuriums, which the Doc Block Michelle that we bought from Casa Botanica, that came from him. So it literally was shipped to the Netherlands to then come back to Belgium. Oh, I just found that so funny. And how did Mitch found that out at work? That someone at work was growing anthuriums. I don't know how they got into the conversation of that. I really don't. I think they were talking about banana plants. And it was something like, I don't know. It just came up. And usually when you say anthurium here in Belgium, you think of the ones like, like what we called the old-fashioned ones. The ones with like the flowers, and you get them in like lots of different colors. That one. And Mitch said to the guy, he said, "Are those anthuriums you're talking about?" And he was like, no. The one, the real anthuriums. He said real anthuriums. And then he started talking about Doc Block anthuriums, and yeah, it came up that I think he used to work with Captain Aroid or something like that, or he knows him, I don't know, but I just thought, oh my word, what a small world. I've been following Captain Aroid on Instagram for years, and he is in Everham on the other side of Ghent. And I used to live on the other side again, so it used to be like 15 minutes away from me when I first got into, well, no, when we were living there, I don't really say I was really that into plants. I had house plants, but just like the ones you can buy in IKEA, you know, those, nowhere near these. Oh my word, oh my word. Okay, so I've popped this cutting here. I'm going to be careful here because of that one cutting in here. Yeah, the other one, this leaf here is from that other cutting, but it's very wobbly. Obviously, it didn't really have stem, so it's just kind of laying on there. But the roots are in soil. But yeah, hopefully I can get a nice bigger one. I could actually, it's branched out here again. Oh my word. I could take some more propagations of this. I really could, and make it even fuller. I'm just going to put it in the pot. I'm losing feeling in my legs again. Oh, that's like perfect. Isn't that just perfect? It's literally the perfect fit. I'm in love. I'm in love. I love it. Love it. Oh, it's heavy though. Okay. Feet. It's all supposed to be just like a quick little morning plant chores. But I always get carried away. I'm just having so much fun over here. Ooh. I'm gonna have to ask my mom if she has the other sigilatis, the one that we worked, the first one that I showed you. This is the other one. So this is the one that has like more of the rounder leaves, and it's a lot thicker. As you can see, it can get quite big leaves. Yeah, I don't know if she wants that one because she's got the other one. There's two cuttings. This one's not grown. Okay, it's obviously worked on its root system. Oh my word. Oh no, come on, in ya. This one's got more insane roots than the other one, and it's literally the same tiny little 2-leaf cutting. I can see the beginnings there of a tendril. I can. Or has that died off? No, that's died off. Okay, it's going to probably make a shoot somewhere else, but it's got better roots than the other one. And then we have some Hoya mathilde that have not done anything. However, they have rooted. I'm not going to fiddle. Oh, yeah. Wow. This one has grown. That one has. Okay, they've all rooted in there. Let me show you. But they've not really grown. Oh, my word. Okay. Can you see the roots popping out the bottom as well? This one has made 2 new leaves, but the other ones have not given me any new growth. Oh, there's a lot of... It's all dried up and going gunky. Come on, out. I'm thinking I'm going to leave that in there. I have this one here as well. See, it's losing its variegation again. I had that leaf, those 2 leaf cuttings, and then that's the new growth it's given me, but it's also not rooted amazingly. So I think I'm going to pop this in here. I've lost my scoop. Here it is. I think I'm going to pop this back in here because I'm not really confident about that. I know it will be fine, but I want it to root a little bit more than that. There we go. Make sure the points are visible. Yeah, that one is doing something there. It's doing something. It's just sad that, yeah, I did this to kind of maintain the variegation, but I can see this new growth here doesn't look that splashy anymore. Okay, I'm going to pot up the sigilatis. I'll put that to the side. Maybe we'll take some more cuttings from my polyneura. Should I do that? I'm going to just pot up this sigilatis. I'm just going to do it in this DIY mix that I've made. Oh, it's pretty similar. It's just a little bit more dense. Just in the case if my mom doesn't want it, because she does have the other one. And you put a stick in here. Yeah, I need to go and get a stick. Up again. A good workout for my legs. Oh, the smell of fresh bread. So, so good. Are you going to stay in there? Okay. Let's put you in here. I'll put the other one in here as well. Come on. Anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. This one does, the growth does look very, very different. It does look like a completely different Hoya, if I'm being honest. I think she might want to keep this one like this if she does decide to take it, just because the first one that I gave her did not do very well. And that's why I took these cuttings. But they've rooted very nicely. If you, well, yeah, she's going to see this video anyway. Those were the roots, Mom. It's doing well. Give this one a lot of sun, and oh my word, it sun stresses beautifully. Beautifully. Oh, this mix is very similar to the one from Salt Interaction. I think they might just be a little bit more cocoa, but hey ho. It's fine. I wonder if you guys can hear that. I've got like this background thing that I found that is kind of like cartoony. I think though it was in Dutch. I don't know, the title wasn't Dutch. I don't know. Anyway, it's got this really nice background music. It kind of reminds me of, it's kind of a mixture of everything, but you know the movie Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley? The piano in that movie, oh, I love it. It's just so like peaceful, and those are the vibes that I wanted for this morning. I just wanted a relaxing, well, every now and then I get well, every now and again, probably about every 30 seconds. And if it's not that, it's the other house 2 doors down where you can hear banging because they are doing the roof. Okay, need a piece block, Anchor you in there so you don't wobble. There you go. Yeah, this one does. It looks completely different to the other sigilatis. It's just, you know, different variety, but can still look very different. But I think they're going to be okay now. I think these cuttings are going to do a lot better than the first one I gave her. The first one that I gave her... The first one I gave her did not have as many roots. Oh, that's a long stick. But the tendril is already up here. It's quite wobbly. Oh no, you bugger. You need to stay on there. Come on. Come on. I can see you want to. You're doing it. You're doing it yourself. Need a clip. Needs a clip. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah, I do have to say that the sigilatis, you do have to really help it out to tendril because it doesn't. Some you really don't have to do anything. They do it themselves. But the sigilatis, stay. Come on. Come on. You do have to really help it out. It's only when it gets super, super long, like I've seen that with one piece that has kind of decided to do its own thing. It's only really now started to tendril up against itself, but it's nothing compared to my others. So yeah, I will FaceTime my mom later and ask if she wants this one. Okay guys, so yeah, my camera overheated. So I already took care of I took some more polyneura cuts and I've put them back in here. So I've taken 4 polyneura cuttings. And yeah, the mathilde as well. I'm just going to leave them in there. This cabinet's looking so empty. I've actually put this is my original Hoya species Saba, and it's rooting. It's actually rooting and it's growing there. So I was able to save it. Oh my word, I was actually able to save that plant. So now I have 2, but I'm leaving it in there because it's on the road to recovery. It's not completely recovered. And yeah, the oxalis is not here anymore. So I've put the Rangsan over here. And I think my polyneura actually looks so much better now that I've given it a little bit of a chop. Oh, I just love this plant so much. I'm not going to water it because I recently watered it, but I think in a couple of days, because obviously the soil around it is, you know, it was dry soil. So it will dry out a lot quicker now that it's got more medium in there, sort of. I don't know. I'm going to wait a couple of days to water it again. but it looks so good there. Oh, I just love that I've got this corner back. This oxalis was getting huge. And then, so I'm not going to put these in the propagation room yet because I actually, a couple of days ago, found thrips up there. However, I don't think I found them in the cabinet. I don't know, I'm going to do another check, but this is where they are for the moment. So I'm going to show you them all. I've got 4 linearus cuttings. This is the flamingo dream. The crassiopetulata, here is the one Hoya variegated, the 2 sigilatis, more crassiopetulata, and then the others are dripping. Here is the linearus. That one is ready to go to my mom's. I gave it a little bit of a watering. And then over here, I've got some more. So I've got another crassiopetulata, another one. I did these 2 as well. I did that off camera because my camera was overheating. But yeah, I had 2 cuttings from the latifolia. These were actually for my mom, but my mom ended up buying one for my work. So yeah, those are those 2. The sigilatis that keeps on coming off the damn stick. And the caudata. Yeah, I've all given them a good watering. Here's polyneura. Looking good. The Hoya Bella, I had to put it over here, but it looks so good, doesn't it? So good. So yeah, I'm really happy with all of the Hoya care that I got done today. I did so much, and I feel so good that acca bar is like empty and all of the cuttings can, you know, grow some more, and they've got, I don't know, they can, you know, finally settle. I feel like they've taken that step. Okay, it is officially not morning anymore. The sun has come round. It is getting very hot in this front room. Oh my word. I mean, I love it, I do, but sometimes it can be really unbearable in here. Like, I just passed the thermometer and already said like 24 degrees. So yeah, I've put the fan on. Windows are open, but it's obviously a ball for the flies. But yeah, anyway, I can feel I'm getting very hot and sweaty. So I think if I do plant care in the afternoon from now on, it will have to be in my potting room because it's really nice and cool in there. It's just, yeah, right now there's a lot of building sounds and everything going on. So that would just not be pleasant at all for you guys, but also not for me. It's not very relaxing. And that was the whole point of this morning, was for a relaxing Hoya care morning. So I'm going to wrap it up. I hope that you guys enjoyed I had so much fun. I had so much fun fiddling with my Hoyas. It's just become one of my absolute favorite geniuses, and they just bring me so much joy, and I honestly think that they wouldn't. I just thought they were so slow to grow, they were not very rewarding, and I was so wrong, so wrong. Yeah, they've just been an absolute ball, and there are so many different varieties, so I'm forever buying Hoyas, and I don't think that's ever going to change. And I need more space for my Hoyas. But yeah, hopefully that will be coming soon. Hopefully. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that maybe you learned some things propagating wise. I have to say Hoyas are very, very easy to propagate. I also have a how to propagate Hoya video. I will link that one down below. But yeah, a lot of what you guys saw me work with today are plants that we propagated or potted up or rehabbed or whatever. We did all of it together. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please do come and join along the story. I share a lot about my plants. So a lot of the times when I give updates on plants, I have worked with them in videos with you guys in the past. So you guys get a lot of updates. You guys get to see the whole journey of the plants. And yeah, with the Hoyas, I definitely record everything, just because I feel like if someone ever asks me, oh, why are you so into Hoyas? They're so slow growing, and I'll show them my Hoya playlist on my YouTube channel, and they will know. It is far from that, far from. They're just so rewarding to grow and so much fun. Definitely took me by surprise, but I 100% have the Hoya bug. and I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of it. They're just so much fun. So yes, if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, if you haven't yet subscribed, come along, click the button. It's for free for you guys. It is just literally a click of the button, but it does really support my channel out. The best way to support me is view time. And I feel like the last couple of videos I've been doing like flower emojis, but I feel like with Hoya that's also fitting because of they flower. No, let's do something different. Ooh, let's do a little fish emoji for the polyneura, because yeah, the nickname of the polyneura is the fishtail Hoya. So if you watched all the way to the end, leave a little fish emoji, and thank you so much if you did, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.